What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I am 2 minutes late today. I think that's the second latest I've ever been. And the previous latest I ever been was one time where I thought I was streaming for like 15 minutes, and then literally I was talking to myself for 15 minutes because I forgot to press the live button. So yeah, hope you guys had a fantastic Tuesday. Tuesday's Tuesday. I guess there's not anything really eventful going on Tuesday, except the Bitcoin charts. So I quickly wanted to go over. I wanted to start a little bit different today. Instead of looking at the 1 hour, 4 hour like we usually do, I wanted to start on the daily time frame and kind of go over the level that I think is the most logical level for Bitcoin to sort of. Jordan likes to like Shiba Inu. Hell no, hell no. We're not talking about Shiba Inu on this whole stream. Maybe Bob will come out and talk about Shiba Inu in a little bit. How's Shiba Inu doing today? I assume it's getting absolutely destroyed, by the way. What's up, Siddharth? What's up, Ecoms? Proverb, Real Big, JVGB, Gwilly? What's going on, my guys? What's going on, Dale? Dale's a good troll in the beginning of the stream today, by the way. Dale was trolling up a storm today. Some of you guys are funny. I know you guys are fake trolls, but you guys are really funny. Anyways, what's the most logical level, in my opinion, that Bitcoin drops down to? Well, let's start here. Well, we did break down from our sort of consolidation on our daily RSI that we're watching. We're getting lower lows, getting higher lows. Getting lower highs and higher lows. We broke down, right? So, and clearly you can see it by the price action. We are getting a little bit of a dip right now. We are getting a little bit of a dip. The most logical level that I see Bitcoin coming back down to is about 42,500, and everyone is kind of talking about that same level, just because there's so much kind of confluence at that level, right? First of all, you have your 382 Fibonacci level, which is right here, right at that 42.5 level right there, and you also have a previous high. You have this previous high, and even looking left, very, very important level, right? Previous high back here, and also support. So that's kind of the ultimate flip level. And if you actually zoom in a little bit here, you never really came back down to test it, right? You got a little bit of a wick here, but do I really constitute that as a test? No. So I think, what would make the most sense for Bitcoin to do, but we know, right? I want to state this. Bitcoin does what it wants to do, right? So Bitcoin could easily pump from where it is right now. I'll show you guys the 1 hour chart in a second, which could pump us up. Here's a little preview, which could inherently pump us up here if it does play out. If it doesn't play out, which I think, probably is more likely at this point, probably a little bit more of a dip. 42.5, I think something along the lines of coming back down to back test this and continuing up to our golden pocket and testing that would make the most sense. Now, a lot of people always ask me, George, what's the level that you become sort of bearish in the short term? Well, I added this to the daily chart so you guys can see it clearly here. This is the level where if we break both of these levels here and we get below and down here, this is where I probably flip a little bit short-term bearish. What I mean by short-term bearish is that if we break these levels here, I do expect a retest down to about 30,000. But that's way down the road. We're not even close to that. I just wanted to quickly state that because a lot of people ask me that I'm not flipping bearish until we break both about 37,300 and 36.6 previous low and previous high over here, right? Because that could be a back test area too potentially, right? And we'll look exactly why, right? We'll look exactly why that is going to happen here. Also, we did a poll in the beginning of the stream. Will Bitcoin hit 40K or 50K first? And I said, be honest, because I want to get a good sentiment poll. I don't think everyone's honest though, because I think people try to sway the sentiment the way they want it to do. But we have 54% saying 50K and 46% saying 40K, right? So I think it was way different yesterday. I think it was like 73%, or no, it was wicked high yesterday. It was like 73% 50K and like 27% 40K. This was like yesterday, the day before. So you can see how quickly the sentiment changes based off a few percentage points of a drop. It's actually kind of insane how quickly the sentiment can change in crypto. I feel like just the other day we were talking about how the sentiment changed bullish. We were right here. Everyone was bearish right here. We pumped. Everyone was bullish again all of a sudden. Now we're dumping. Everyone's bearish again. it's a constant flip flop, right? So you can flip flop short term, but I see a lot of people now calling for the bear market continuation and all this type of stuff, and that's certainly a possibility. But guys, even from you take it from the exact top, a 6% dump does not constitute a trend reversal. I'm seeing 200 people saying, "Oh, the trend is reversed. The trend is reversed." A 6% dump does not constitute that. For me, we would have to make a lower low on the daily, right? And a lower macro low. This does not count as a low, right? This was one move here. This was one move here, right? A lower low would constitute breaking 37.3. If we got below that level, yes, we can talk about, bearish scenarios there. But until that happens, I'm personally not flipping bearish. I mean, you can call me a moon boy for that, but that just makes the most sense from a structure standpoint, is not getting bearish until we make a lower low on the macro. So we'll see if that ends up playing out. Like I said, I don't expect us to go that low anyways. But let's switch on over to the 4-hour time frame chart. Okay, 6%, even a real dump. I don't know. This move down is incredibly bullish. I think so. I think we need this. I would prefer it to go lower, right? A lot of people are probably like, Jordan, do not say that. We don't want it to go lower. I saw someone in the chat earlier. I said I would like it to go lower so I can buy more. And I saw someone in the chat say, "Oh, Jordan, don't say that. Like, no one else wants it to go lower. No one else wants to buy lower." And it's not so much about buying lower. It's about back testing previous levels as support, right? It's bullish when you have a previous resistance, you go back and test it as support. If you go up in a straight line, sometimes that could be bearish. Why? Because you have no support if you ever get a pullback to those levels again. So that's why I like to get pullbacks every here and there, right? I took my life savings and bought one Dogecoin. Are we going to zero? Yes, Alexis. You're going to zero because you bought Dogecoin. I'm just kidding. Dogecoin's fine. On the grind became a Moon member. What's going on the grind? You're always one of the studs that's in here, man. Appreciate you always coming in here every single day and hanging out. But someone said Bob gave Jordan a haircut. No, bro, it's just my hairline. Like I said yesterday, my hairline, the 1.618 Fibonacci on my hairline is the back of my neck, bro. So I've always had a hairline like that. I don't think I'm balding. Hope I'm not. If I am, like I said, I'll be the sexiest bald guy on YouTube. Or just in the world, I'll be the sexiest bald guy personally, but that's just me. All right, anyways. If we get a pullback here, on the 4-hour, there's another thing I'm kind of watching here is this possible rising channel, a parallel channel here. So we could come back down and potentially retest this level as support. All right, you guys can see we kind of keep oscillating up and down here on this kind of channel. So we only have 2 touches on the bottom side. I guess you can call it 3. We had 3 touches there, and we'll see if we come back down and test this channel again coming up next. The other thing I will watch for is the 382 Fibonacci level, right? The 382 Fibonacci. If you look at the 382, a lot of confluence at that level. Again, what is that level? Well, it's the same thing as, we talked about the 382 in the daily. Obviously, it's the same thing on the 4-hour, duh. But also, like a bunch of tops and bottoms at the 4-hour at that level too, just to make a lot of sense. And I could see something like this. A wick down here, right? A quick wick outside the channel, and then a bounce back up to the golden pocket. Another dip, okay? Maybe this one comes back down again. I don't know, something along these lines. I could see something play out like that, potentially. Now, obviously, I don't know if it's going to get that parabolic at the end, but I could see a scenario playing out like that. Now, right now, what I will state is if we have bounced here on the 4-hour, which it's kind of undecided yet, right? We haven't really confirmed a support just yet here, but if we can hold this general level, we might have some bullish divergence on the 4-hour that might be forming there, right? Lower lows and higher lows. So higher lows on price action, lower lows on the RSI could inherently push us back up if we can confirm support at this level. And there's a reason why I do think we can confirm support at this level, right? If we switch on over to the 1-hour time frame, all right, we might have another wedge forming. Now, you might be saying, Jordan, stop talking about your wedgies. If you're going to talk about wedgies, go give Bob a wedge. I will give Bob a wedge very, very shortly on stream, okay? If you guys want me to see me give Bob a wedgie on stream right now, I need you to tell me in the chat, give Bob a wedgie on stream. Because I will do it just for you guys, but it's only you guys. Because we have another wedge, I'll do it for you. All right? So, I'm with you, Westside. I'm with you, but like I said, I have to cater to both sides. I can't always be a super moon boy. If you have bearish stuff on the chart, you gotta say it. We could get a little bit of a dip. I'm not panicking, but there are people that are panicking, so you gotta sort of run with the chases, I guess you could say. But anyways, we have another wedge coming on going here. And we know these wedges have been playing out perfectly. Now, I didn't draw all of them, right? I didn't draw all of them, but every single wedge that we've had has played out perfectly. And we have hit our target in every single one. Now, I only have 3 drawn here, right? This one broke up. This one broke up. There was another one right here that I didn't draw, which hit its target up here. Okay? So this is the 5th one. We'll see if this one plays out. Right now, it's looking good, right? You can see right here, we're right at support. We actually bounced right off support of this level here. And, you know, the potential upside would be back up here at 48,000 if it plays out. Now, do I think this is necessarily going to play out? Looking at the long-term time frames, I'm always a fan of going from the long-term time frames to the short-term time frames. The long-term time frames look kind of bearish. So do I think this plays out? No. But you can't really count it out because it's been a very, very good... you guys know we always talk about our wedgies, and they usually play out eventually. They look like they don't play it. They're not going to play out. And then all of a sudden, you get a little bit of pump out of nowhere, and it plays out literally every time. It happened right here, right? We're going to go over the fib levels on these two to show you guys that we're at the exact same fib levels. It happened right here. Everyone was calling 0 right here, and all of a sudden, Bitcoin was like, nope. Okay? It happened right here. Everyone was calling 0 right here, and then Bitcoin was like, nope. And hold on, it happened on this one too. Everyone was calling 0 right here, and Bitcoin was like, nope. So do I think it's necessarily going to play out? This one I'm a little bit shady of just because of longer term time frames, but if you actually look, we actually came back down to the 786 fib from our last low to our previous high. So we're right at the 786 fib in this wedge. If you look at the previous ones, right, let's look at this one. So from our swing low, or our swing high to our swing low. No, sorry. Our swing high to our swing low to our swing high. Holy crap. We came back down to our 786 as well right here. And that was the sort of level that we sort of bounced from, right? If you look at this one as well, in the wedge, we came down right down to the 786. That was the level we bounced from, okay? And we bounced. Now, we usually get sort of a double bottom at that 786 Fibonacci if it does play out. So what I'd be watching for this to play out, potentially, we see we're getting support right now at this level. You know, you would need to see something like this, where Bitcoin comes up maybe to the golden pocket, comes back down again, and continues up. Sort of makes that W pattern here before a potential reversal to the upside, right? That's what I would want to see. Looks like Bitcoin's struggling to bounce right now, but it's done this in the past. Like, look down here, guys. It took us like 3 hours to eventually make that first move to the upside. So it doesn't have to happen right away. It's just something to keep an eye on, and what I'm seeing on the short-term time frames necessarily. So that is really that. Tony said the ADA dump has begun. Everything's dumping right now, my friend. When Bitcoin dumps, altcoins dump harder. That's the name of the rule. That's why, you know, a lot of people, you know, always want to say altcoins are awesome. And altcoins are awesome, right? They typically outperform Bitcoin when you're going up. But when you're going down, Bitcoin outperforms altcoins. So it's all about risk tolerance, you know. That's why I hold, you know, about 30% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. Does it give me the highest returns? No, but it saves you for some of the potential downside. And also, I believe in Bitcoin for the future, Bo. So that's what we're watching for. And that's why I think if we can bounce here, right, it also makes sense. That ties into my 4-hour chart, where we would get some bullish divergence on the 4-hour, which could push us up. So everything kind of ties together here into one. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Westside said we had a parabolic move. Seems like a cool off. Yeah, I definitely agree, Westside. I think we need a cool off. I think a lot of people are, you know, sort of getting a little crazy, right? You know, we got to remember for Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin. This is not even altcoins. Bitcoin, we had about 64% move to the upside. Not to mention altcoins that did, you know, some of them did over 100% moves in the last couple of weeks without any pullbacks, right? So you need some pullback, especially on the altcoins. Bitcoin's been sort of fine, but even Bitcoin, for Bitcoin standards, has been moving up like crazy. So don't be surprised for a pullback ever, guys, when it comes to that. But yeah, we're going to talk a lot about altcoins today. I have a couple interesting charts to look at here. First of all, with the weekly, right? MACD actually was flipped bullish. Looks like we're right slightly back to bearish here, but like that could change any day, you know, if we just start to get a little bit of a bounce back here. But you know, the weekly, I want to close above the 20 week SMA. If we close below it, you know, I wouldn't necessarily flip bearish, but I would be a slightly more bearish than I am now, right? Doesn't mean we can definitely wick below it. Wicking below it's always fine. It's all about where we close. Now, right now we're at 44.7. Our 20-week SMA is currently sitting at 42.7. So I just want to close our sort of weekly above that 20-week SMA, which is we're about $2,000 over it right now. So we got some room to work with. I'd like to close at it. And why is that $42,700 area so important? Well, it's slightly above 42,500. So that also correlates with that level, right? So we can see a quick wick down to maybe 42.5, you know, 42.5, and then close the week above the 20-week SMA and confirm it as support. That's the bullish scenario, right? It's funny how everything's kind of pointing to this 42,000, the mid $42,000 area, right? Everything's kind of pointing to that. So the bearish scenario is we close below the 20-week SMA, which if we go and look back at 2017, you know, what we did in 2017, if you zoom in here, we got above the 20-week SMA, okay? We came back up and got above the 20-week SMA right here on the dead cat bounce. And then the next week, we dumped hard and closed below it. We closed below both the 20-week SMA and the 20-week EMA. So we don't want to do that again, because that would be very, very similar to what we did in 2017. So that's why I'm so adamant on getting a close and confirming the 20-week SMA as support instead of necessarily dumping below it. So that's what I'm watching for on the weekly time frame. You guys know I'm a big fan of long-term charts, and I think they matter more than the short-term charts. So let's see if we close above that this week on the weekly SMA. All right. Get Bob Wedgie on screen. You guys want me to give Bob a wedgie? All right, let's end this poll. Will Bitcoin hit 40K, 50K? Be honest first. Maybe not. All right, I'm gonna give. Hold on. Let's go visit Bob. I'm gonna go give him a quick wedgie because he's been pissing me off all day today. Okay, all day today. Jordan, stop! Jordan, stop! Jordan, stop! Stop! Jordan, stop! That hurts! Come on, man! I was just kidding earlier about Shiba. I wasn't saying Shiba was better than ETH. I wasn't saying Shiba was better than ETH. Jordan, stop! Stop! Are you done, Bob? You done? Stop saying Shiba is better than ETH. If you say Shiba is better than ETH, again, I will come back down and I will give you a wedgie. Okay? Do not do it. All right? Jordan's gone. Shiba is better than ETH, guys. Do not listen to anything Jordan says. Shiba is better than ETH. Jordan, no!
Let's jump into the Bitcoin shard.
All right, I had to give Bob a quick wedgie for you guys. He was literally teasing me all day saying, Bitcoin, Shiba's better than ETH. Shiba's better than ETH. It's outgaining ETH. It's outgaining ETH. I had to go give him a wedgie. He was due. He was due. Okay. He said wrecked. All right. All right, let's get back. Let's get back into serious mode, okay? Because we got to be serious. It's a crypto stream, as Karen would say. We got to be serious. We can't have any fun on stream. There's no fun allowed here. No fun allowed. That's how this stream works, okay? So, anyways, yeah, we talked about this chart, the weekly, where we're kind of looking out for in the weekly. So let's move on over to some of my longer term chart, guys. I want to touch on this again. So we talked about how this yellow line is sort of the line we want to get back above on the weekly RSI, right? Why? Because it's either our pivot point for a continuation of a bull market, or it's our pivot point for sort of the start, or I should say the continuation of a bear market, right? So, you know, if we simply look in here a little bit, right, you can see right here, we have initially got rejected from these yellow line. Now, can you initially get rejected and continue up? Certainly, certainly. You look right here in 2020, right? We were getting initial rejection from this level. We eventually broke back above it, came back down, confirming as support, and continued up. So you can get an initial rejection there, but that is something to watch, right? And if we get a continued rejection and we come back down to the green box, that's typically a signal that, you know, a further continuation to the downside is coming. So we're going to continue to look at this. I think, you know, not a lot of people look at this, and I think it's very, very indicative of what kind of come. You know, in 2018, right, we our dead cat bounce. We came up to this yellow line in the RSI. We got rejected from it, got back into the green box. That was continuation of the bear market. And also in 2013, right, we dipped into the green box, came back up to the yellow line, got rejected, continuation of the bear market. 2013, dipped into the green box, got back above the yellow line, confirmed it as support, continued the bull trend. So it can really go either way. It can go either way. It's very, very indicative of what we're going to do here. So we're going to see, do we continue to get rejected at this line, or we will get back above it and continue? Very, very important to watch. And also, we're going to take a look at this too, because this ties into it, right? The 2-week stock RSI, same thing. We're coming up to this yellow line. Will we get rejected from it and continue down? Or will we get back over the yellow line, which is indicative of a continuation of the bull trend? That's what I'm going to have to wait and see. We don't really know yet, right? We don't really know yet. We have to wait a couple weeks here to decide on this. So we'll see what happens, guys. But we're going to take a look at this probably every day, because it's very, very important, in my opinion, that we have to get back over this yellow line, which seems kind of like, oh, it's a yellow line, Jordan. It's a yellow line. Yeah. At some point, no rush. My name's Jordan. 2, I watch every day. Oh, what's going on, Jordan? My fellow, there's a lot of Jordans that watch a stream. I think I know like 3. You might be the 4th Jordan that watches the stream, man. That's pretty cool. So what's going on? Yeah, I'll take a look at it in a little bit, dude, for sure. But yeah, that's what we're watching on the 1 hour, the 2 hour, or the 2 week, I should say, for the Bitcoin. The other thing I wanted to look at was our extension, right? You guys know I like to look at this too. And this also correlates with us being at a critical level. It's so actually interesting how, you know, all these indicators, right, on any time frame, right? The RSI, the stock RSI, my MA extension indicator that I use here. All these are pointing to such a critical level on this. Look at, you know, sort of the bear market in 2014. Look at the bear market in 2018, and look at this current level here. You can see how important this is, right? Can we bounce off this? Once again, the yellow line, right? Dead cat bounce, we bounce off of it, can't continue up, continue down. Okay, same thing in 2018, we bounce off of it, continue down. And what do we do here? We didn't quite get down to it here, but we're trying to basically bounce off of it and continue up. So another one to look at here, and this is basically tells us how far we're extended, right? So a 1, it basically means we're at the, this is the 11-month moving average, which we never break in a bull market, right? This basically tells us when you're at a 1 on this indicator, you're at the 11-month moving average. If you're above it, you're above. If you're below it, you're below. So right now we're above it. Obviously, if we break down below it, not going to be too good. Very, very important, something to watch as well. for sort of BTC, right? Very, very important as well. Now, this doesn't include wicks, but if you look at the wicks right here in 2013, we tested it and we bounced off of it. If you also look, obviously here, we bounced off it. This doesn't include wicks, so that's the issue. You guys can't see it fully, but right here, we bounced off of it. So you guys get the general point there, how all these indicators showing us very, very important levels. Now, I wanted to look at, you know, sort of what we usually look at. So I know we normally look at, you know, the cycle from sort of the bear market low, right? So I want to look at it from the halving. Hold on, I got to do my normal thing here. Hold on. Oh, nope, it's copyright. There we go. Ben Cowan copyright, because like I said, no one's allowed to look at this except Ben Cowan. Let's actually, real quick, let's see what Karen thinks about this. Let's see what Karen thinks about this here. I already know all the Karens are coming out. You can't, Jordan, you can't use these charts. Only Ben Cowan can look at these. Only Ben Cowan can look at these. You're stealing these charts from Ben Cowan. How dare you look at this? Any other chart is free reign. Any other chart everyone can talk about. But these charts, only Ben Cowan can use them. This is ridiculous. You got to stop stealing charts. You know how many times I get that? I get that so much. But guys, it's okay to look at the same stuff. It's a valid point. And a lot of the stuff that I like to look at is something that I do agree with Mr. Benjamin here as far as this stuff goes. Okay. But anyways, if you guys haven't checked out Ben's channel, by the way, very, very good at longer term time frame stuff. It's kind of like what I like looking at, but I look at the shorter term time frame stuff for you guys too. So you guys look, I mean, just from the three sort of levels from sort of the three levels from we're at right now. In every single bull market, guys, we have a dip or a giant dip in the middle, and they all tend to be at the same level. We're gonna look at another chart shortly here too, which kind of correlates with something very, very interesting that I also saw on this channel that I wanted to share with you guys too, because I thought it was very, very interesting to look at, and I actually never seen it before. So, but anyways, Ben had another Jordan on stream today. Nice, man, nice. But yeah, so guys, every single bull market, we tend to have a big dip in sort of the middle of the market right here. Right? Obviously our current market right in the middle, and then obviously 2017. And they all happen to be, you know, sort of right kind of in the middle of the market. So, you know, like I always say, guys, based off this, I mean, I think we will top out a little bit later than everyone was thinking. I kind of agree with Ben's take on this. I think we will top out, you know, maybe Q1 of 2022, Q2 of 2022, somewhere around there. To kind of, you know, I don't have the first cycle up here, but it goes up higher, and it's sort of a perfect trend line down. I think we'll top out somewhere over here personally, somewhere between 100, 150, Q1 to Q2 of next year. That's my personal opinion. I'll stand by that. I think we break all-time highs by this year, but yeah, I mean, I see this trend continuing, and this dip also got us back below 2017, has allowed us to have more freedom to move up. Now, that's not it, guys. You guys know I like to normally look at that. Now, if we actually look at this, I actually saw this on his channel today. Actually, the interview that he did with the other Jordan guy. I forget his name, but he had another Jordan on his channel today. I thought this was very interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. You know, if you actually take from the cycle lows or the midway cycle dips. So we know we just talked about how every cycle has a dip midway through, right? If you actually take from the cycle lows, okay, look at how perfectly each cycle kind of lines up. Now, I'm not necessarily going to sort of say this is going to continue to happen exactly the same, right? But look at how perfectly it's already respected 2013 from the lows, right? Now, this you guys might be saying, oh, that's kind of subjective, right? What's the mid-cycle lows? It's very, very cool, right? So we'll see if this continues to play out, but I thought this was very, very cool. I wanted to share with you guys too. So we'll see if this continues to play out. Obviously, in both these times, it's actually predicting sort of a dip at this current level too. So a little bit of a dip here like this would also kind of correlate what we've seen in the last two cycles as well. and then a sort of continuation up as well. So I don't think we go that parabolic. I don't think we go that parabolic, guys. I think we, you know, probably see something a little more modest like this. But, you know, I think it was pretty cool. If you guys haven't checked out that video on Ben Cowan's channel, go check it out today. Very, very insightful stuff, actually, over there. Play John Cena song. Ben should interview Bob next. Facts, man. Was that really me? No, that was really me. That was really me. Sometimes I go watch that stream over there. That was really me, Through. I said, what did I say? Everyone's already panicking. That's what I said. To prove it was me. And that's why I don't like commenting on other channels. And that's why I don't even like commenting in the comments in the channel, because, dude, no one knows if it's actually you. So they freaking flag you, right? No one knows if it's actually you. So I would love to like comment on other people's like streams more and stuff. It's just no one knows if it's actually you. They think it's a friggin' troll. You know what I mean? So that's what sucks, man. That's what sucks. But let's go check out what BTC is doing on the short term here real quick. BTC 44.9, still getting support at that 786 Fibonacci level that we have here. So we'll see if that continues to sort of bounce here for BTC. I don't even know that you're not actually Bob. Facts. That's really facts. AMC. All right. Anyways, we'll see if we get a bounce here, guys. Like I said, on the 1 hour, the bullish scenario, we form another W pattern, which pushes up this out of the wedge, and we continue up. Bearish scenario, right? We sort of break this 4 hour bullish divergence and come back down to like 42.5. That's what I'm seeing here. So watch these, obviously, two scenarios. Yes, I'm saying it could go up or it could go down. That's TA, right? You're not going to predict which direction it's going to go. You're sort of setting yourself up, you know, for both directions, right? That's really TA. You're not trying to predict a direction, most likely. So always remember that too, right? You want to, if you're doing your own TA, you always want to set yourself up for the bearish and bullish scenario. If you're too biased in one direction, you're going to get wrecked, most likely. But will we see is testing the 50K next week? Next week, I can't give you a time frame. Do I think we test 50K? Absolutely. In my opinion, just because it's the golden Fibonacci ratio, I think it makes sense to touch it there. But like we talked about yesterday, guys, I think we said the exact same thing. We said because it makes a lot of sense for Bitcoin to test 50K and the golden pocket, right? Maybe it doesn't do it just because everyone's expecting it. We tried to talk about this yesterday, how the dip might get front run. Okay, we might get a dip before everyone expects it, like right now, or we might just blast through it, one of the two. Looks like we might be getting the former on that, or we could be getting like some sort of you know, bear trap or something here. I don't know. No one really knows, guys. It's all a guessing game at the end of the day. You know, we can sort of you know, say who's right and who's wrong. And you know what I've been thinking lately, guys, is, you know, it's never, you don't want to be the guy, you don't want to be known for the guy who's trying to be right, because no one really knows what's going to happen next, right? And the issue I have is a lot of people is like, if they're right, they'll scream to the rooftops if they're right, but if they're wrong, you know, it's sort of, I don't know, man. You guys, I don't even know if you guys know where I'm going with this, but no one really knows what's going to happen. The people that are right are going to act like they're know-it-alls, and the people that are wrong are going to kind of just hide in the shadows. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes here. So, anyways, let's actually jump on into ETH. A lot of some cool charts I want to look at for Ethereum, guys. Here,
This
some
is
cool
my
charts.
wife, Ethereum.
Damn right, it's my wife. You guys can't touch my wife. If you guys touch my wife one more time, okay? You're only allowed to buy ETH, okay? No touch, only buy. So ETH, same thing as BTC. Looks like we have broken down from sort of our consolidation pattern. All right, that's fine, right? ETH needed a cool down. ETH, like BTC, was out on a massive run. ETH had a close to 100% rise here, so close to a 2x rise, in the last 3 weeks. Not sustainable without a pullback. You can see ETH pretty much went up in a straight line here. Yes, it had little dippy dips and dipperoos here, but never like a substantial pullback. So I just think it makes sense for Ethereum as well to get a pullback as well. Where is that first level? So you guys can see clearly we broke this sort of support level coming up. 1, 2, 3. And on the fourth test, we broke it to the downside. So the first level is the 236 fib here. Obviously, that's if Bitcoin continues down and doesn't bounce here. At about 2955, that's the level there. Become greedy when the market is fearful. Pretty much. I think everyone's... See, I never know if the market's actually fearful now, because I think a lot of people in the chat only act bearish to try to change the sentiment bearish when they're really bullish, but they want it to pump, so they try to make the sentiment bearish, if that makes sense. I think there's like a conspiracy. That's like a conspiracy I have going on here. That's sort of, there's people in the chat who act bearish but are actually bullish, but they try to make the sentiment bearish, because when the sentiment's bearish, there's a higher chance of pumping. I don't know, conspiracy theory I have. So 236 is the first level I'm watching for here. And that's at about 2955 for sort of Ethereum here. Okay? 2955. If we break that level, I'm gonna switch to the daily here. I think the most logical level, like we say Bitcoin 42.5, I think the most logical level for ETH is to test our previous highs, right? Previous high retest. And that is right here at about 2890, right? A couple of our previous highs back here would make the most sense for a potential pullback and a bounce in the bearish and in the bullish scenario. Now, what we don't want to do for ETH, and I think sort of it's something that could play out potentially. Actually, it looks a little bit better in the. Actually, never mind. It looks a little bit different on the daily than it does on the 4 hour, but yeah, a test of 20, like I said, 2890 and a bullish move up, right? So the level for me to get bearish on ETH, obviously this has a lot to do with BTC. This has a lot to do with BTC. If BTC breaks below, like you said, like 36.3, we flip a little bearish to maybe retest the 30K range, but potentially, right? For ETH, it's like, 2,400 to 2,300. The reason why I state those levels, that's our 236 Fibonacci and our daily close highs, right? Our previous highs. And that's also our sort of previous high wick. So that's kind of so the problem with ETH, it doesn't really have a swing low, right? It's not like Bitcoin where we had a swing low. I don't know if we can really constitute this as a swing low. This isn't really sort of a low. I don't know. I guess you can count it. So I guess you can use that another reason. If you get below here, sort of get below here, you might become a little bit bearish too. We got some lower lows potentially, but that's the level I'm looking at for ETH as sort of the same scenario as BTC. Now, what we could say here for ETH, potentially, kind of looking at this here, could we have some daily, maybe here, hold on. Could we have some daily bullish div on ETH? Certainly a possibility. This low to this low, this high, this low to this high. Could potentially, but it depends. Do you want to call this a local low? Because if you want to, you could have higher lows and you could have lower lows, right? But it all comes down to, do you want to call this a low? I don't know if I want to call that a low, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do, all right? But that's what we're watching for ETH. Obviously, a lot of it's going to do with BTC does. BTC is still chilling right at that sort of 786 fib level. But one thing I wanted to touch on for ETH, but I thought was pretty damn cool. We know we look pretty good in the weekly, right? As long as we hold sort of the 10 and 20 week SMAs, that's the sort of the moving averages I like to look at. When ETH is bullish, we stay above it. When we're bearish, we go below it. It's simple as that. It really is. So if we actually look, and you guys, I want you guys to look at this from sort of an open mind, right? Even the bears. Look at this from an open mind, and look at this from an open mind from the bulls, right? So this is the previous run for ETH, okay? And you might be saying, no way, Jordan, you fit that to fit perfectly. You fit that to fit perfectly from bear market low to our previous high, right? You fit that perfectly. There's no way that fits perfectly like that. Well, if we actually look, why does it disappear? Hold on, guys. I gotta redraw it. Every time it disappears, bro. You take low, okay? We're taking literally the low right here. You guys can see it. I'm doing it right here. The low to the high on ETH. I'm not gonna change anything. All I'm gonna do is move it. All I'm doing is moving it right to the previous low. Look at that. Right where we topped out on the last run. Okay? And you can see what we did. We topped out, came back down, came back up, got rejected, came back down again, got up or rejected, down, rejected. So we could be seeing something similar to this. Now I'm not going to say it's going to happen literally the same as this, okay? But I thought this was sort of something interesting that I saw on the charts today. I did not change this. I didn't see this anywhere. I was playing around with some fractals here, sort of, and I found this and I was like, holy crap, that is such a freaking coincidence. How can we see without glasses? Bob erased your fractal. So if something similar would happen to this, maybe, we come back up, test the highs, maybe we make some sort of like ascending triangle or something. Come back up, come back down, come back up, come back down, and then break out. Something similar to that possibly could happen. I don't know. It's all speculation, but I thought it was pretty friggin' interesting to me if you look at it from that sort of point of view. And dude, I actually didn't even look at this earlier. Look at the lows, bro. Look at the lows. Bro. You can't make that stuff up, man. You can't make that stuff up. You can't do it. I didn't change, you guys saw me, I didn't change crap. All I did was move it over. That's some literally, hold on. That is literally, like if you wanted anything, that is some hot sauce. This is some crystal ball stuff right here. I can predict the future for Ethereum. I can't predict the future for Ethereum, guys. But I don't know, man. Can you call it coincidence? I don't know. But the same exact sort of fit there is pretty freaking awesome. I don't know. But I thought it was cool. Let me know in the chat if you guys thought it was cool. All right. Everyone is panic mode tonight. Do it with Bitcoin now. Well, I think Ethereum is kind of indicative to Bitcoin. In a sort of sense where lately Ethereum's kind of leading the charge, right? Ethereum pumps and then Bitcoin pumps shortly after. Bitcoin 4465 right now. We are dumping, boys. We are dumping. Check the 8-ball. Check the 8-ball. I got you, dude. Bitcoin's dumping. Java's freaking pumped in his room right now. Java is pumped in his freaking room. Goodbye, world. Java is having a good time in his room right now. He's going off. He listens to some weird music, though. Like, when he goes off, he listens to some weird, like, Titanic-type music, man. I gotta say. Anyways, let's jump on into some Cardano, guys. We've kind of sort of got slightly off track here. Guys, we can spam up those likes. We got about 1,800 people in here. Let's get those likes up to at least 600. All right. Like I said, we got to hit 1,000 every stream. That's our goal for the stream. If you guys are here every day, hit that like button for me. It really helps out the stream. And I greatly appreciate that. What's up, Rycap? Appreciate the kind words on 50K subs, man. Definitely a goal of mine. And I'm not gonna stop there, dude. Not gonna stop there. So, Drew, was that a YMC dance? It was actually. You guys saw it. Come on. Hold on. I was trying to do it, but I was trying to fit it in the camera. Couldn't really fit it in there, so fortunately, it kind of was a fail. But you get the point, man. You get the point. All right, let's check out Cardano here. Cardano. Uh-oh. Cardano 193. So I didn't have my sort of chart set up for Cardano for whatever reason. I thought I had it set up and now it's gone. But anyways, at least okay. We can set that back up. Let's look at the daily first. Actually, let's go to the 4 hour first and then we'll sort of go from there. So let's take, so for Cardano, let's, for example, let's take this swing low to this swing high. So it looks like we actually just came back down to our golden pocket level. Hit that dislike button. Steve, come on, man. I love you, Steve. All right? How could you do that to me, dude? We're all friends here at the end of the day. But yeah, sort of, let's take this swing low to this swing high. Looks like we just came back down to that 1.618 and got an initial bounce. Now, will that hold? Probably not. Probably not. Especially if Bitcoin continues down, which Bitcoin's trying to hold this 0.786 fib right now. So obviously the altcoins are going to be waiting on what Bitcoin does. But as of right now, we're holding that 1.618. You know, sort of, if we make sense from this level right here, you can see it's also your previous high wick and the 0.618. So very, very big confluence at that 190 level for Cardano. If you dip below that, I think it's likely, just looking at the price action here, you know, I think it's likely that you come back to the 786. There's not a lot of confluence there as far as price action goes. Certainly could bounce from there. But I'd probably say closer to 168. That would probably line up more in the daily. Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit here. 168. Not really. Let me actually switch to the daily. Let me get the other fib. Let's get our daily fibs going here. Swing high, swing low, swing high. And a back test of April. We can do it, dude. We will do it. So let's take our fibs here. So 177 also makes a lot of sense. The 382 Fibonacci from swing low to swing high as a possible level. I'd probably look for these two levels initially, right? You got your high from right here on June 3rd, which is your 4 hour Fibonacci golden pocket. And then you also have your 382 Fib, okay, which is your candle body close from May 27th on the daily. So I'd probably watch 190, 176 potential pullback targets here for Cardano. Like I said, Cardano is the same thing, guys. It really didn't have a pullback on this whole run up. So, Monkey, look what I got in the chat for you, bro. Spam those pickles. Right there, look at the chat. Just for you, man. Just the pickles, just for you, dude. Anyways, sort of. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So Cardano on this whole run up never had a pullback, guys. We pretty much just went straight up here for the most part, right? You had, I guess, you can't really call this a pullback. You went down like 5 cents. So a pullback was necessary. Okay, you went from $1 all the way up to $2.24. You went up 120% once again in like 3 weeks. Like that just wasn't sustainable. So like your RSI got up to a 90. That's very, very rare that you get up to that level. Like you got up to that once in the bull market previously, once, which is February. And that's when you went nuts, right? So it doesn't mean you can't continue up, but I think, you know, it would be healthy here for you to come back down and test at least one of these two levels. You already hit the first one. That's fine. Now, what's the level for me to get super bearish on Cardano? A lot of people have been asking me, you know, about my bearish scenarios. For Cardano, depends on what Bitcoin does, obviously, but if Cardano breaks this high right here on the close, so if Cardano breaks 146, which actually matches up perfectly with your golden ratio there. Is this real life? All the pickles for you, man. But yeah, your golden pocket there, 6.618, 0.65. Sort of that is the golden pocket there. And your candle body highs from July 5th. So I wouldn't flip bearish on Cardano unless we break below that, like 146 level. If we do, yes, we could certainly come back down and test range lows, right? If we make a lower, like a low, lower than the high, then obviously the trend has reversed. Until then, the trend hasn't reversed because we have no low. So we don't really have any support just yet. So that's the interesting part. We kind of just went straight up here, like we said. So obviously watch out for that. Will we end up going that low? Like I said, I don't think so, but anything can really happen, guys. So be prepared for anything at the end of the day, as always. Bitcoin dumping again. Everyone gets salty when I said Bitcoin's dumping. I'm salty. I'm so salty. But what am I not salty about? Real quick, guys. What am I not salty about? Sol. The Sol people are probably pissed. Actually, Sol got a nice bounce. Got a nice bounce. Look at that. Remember I was like super salty about Sol yesterday? I'm a Sol bear. Still down about 15%. We got as low as down 22%. I'm still waiting on Bitcoin to confirm a bottom. But I still will probably end up picking some up Solana at some point here. I'm just not sure if Bitcoin's going to bounce to these current levels, so I'm kind of waiting on that. But once Bitcoin kind of confirms a bottom somewhere, you know, at least temporarily, I'll probably pick up some Solana. But Solana actually bounced back pretty quick there, which is nice. I'm salty. I'm salty. We're going to bring out the salt a little bit later. I haven't really seen any salty people in the chat today. Lights because of the salt shaker. I haven't seen too many salty people in the chat today. Kind of ridiculous. The salt shaker look good on you? I'm always salty. So I want to say look at the weekly chart for ETH. Let's do that real quick just while we have it. Yeah, it was a retest of the April highs. You're saying April high right there. Interesting. Interesting. I see where you're coming from there. I kind of like it. You know? Now, is it the level that I'm super worried about? Not really, but I can see where you're coming from there. Your highs there from April, trying to hold that as support. I don't know if that's going to be legit. Right? I think you could come back down to test your candle body highs from June, which is like 2,700. But I see where you're coming from there. Typically, you want to see like a reversal at a certain point to confirm it as maybe support resistance, but that could definitely come into play there, for sure. Both show. All right. Bitcoin 45,563. Look at ETH. You gotta dump it. Turn that frown upside down. Turn that smile upside down. I like this song. My wife is taking a dip. This is some surreal S with the smiley. The smiley. Turn that frown. You gotta turn that frown, I guess, in the normal position. Apparently. All right. Let's go through some of the macro time frame stuff. We got 4 minutes actually to the daily close. 4 minutes until the daily close, guys. There's some interesting developments on the macro time frame stuff. So let's real quick go through some of those. And then we'll go through some of the super chats. We'll do some other altcoins. We'll continue to look at Bitcoin throughout the dip. DXY with a huge pump today. Huge pump today. We are right at our previous highs. You sort of look like this. You're right at your previous highs, right? Bro. Here we go. Trading view. Come on, man. Right at your previous highs. Will you break those previous highs? Well, let's see. What I will say on this, looks like a couple different potential things here, right? You could have possible, let me actually get the EMA ribbon out in this. Could have a possible, I guess, mini cup and handle here on the daily, which could push you up. Now, what I will state is also on the daily, you might have some bearish div on this too. So if you get a rejection at this level, you can see here you have higher highs and you have lower highs on the DXY, right? And last time you had that was right here where you also got rejected with some bearish div, right? And I think, did this one have it too? That one didn't have it, but nevertheless, you guys can see where I'm coming from. Could be bullish, could be bearish. Watch this trend line. Watch this trend line. Trying to, like I said to, I don't know if Shafe, if you're watching this in the chat, I said to like trying to predict the DXY is like trying to I guess I'll word it a different way. It's trying to do a puzzle when you can't see, right? Sort of, and it's like trying to predict the stock market crash, right? It's sort of going to do its own thing. So we'll continue to watch this, see what it does. But you know, if anyone could figure out how to predict this, let me know. I'll give you some good stuff. But actually, what I am seeing here, real quick, guys, real quick. I know not a lot of people are interested in this. This is very important for crypto, though. Make sure you guys know that this is very important for crypto. Could we actually have... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys know I love my wedgies. Rising wedge, baby. Rising wedge, which is typically bearish, right? I like it, man. I love it. So, you know, we could continue up. Everyone, it looks bullish. And then breakout targets all the way down here. Now, I'm not going to say that's potentially going to play out, but it's a pretty big one. It's a pretty big one, which could be pretty good for crypto, right? Just like kind of Bitcoin, it seems like it's losing some steam here. The XY could potentially be in a giant rising wedge, which could push us back down. So it's in a little mini sort of, oh, there it goes. But we'll see if this breaks down, guys. Let's go check out Bitcoin real quick here. Check out Bitcoin real quick. I was right yesterday. It's going up. We'll see. We'll see. We could at least retest this trend line, right? And then see what happens after that. But obviously, we want this to continue down. Show Bob that wedge. We'll see, man. We'll see. New daily. Let's go check it out. So Bitcoin closed below the 200-day SMA.
Everybody panic. We're going to... Everybody panic. We're going to... Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
I know. Every time I play that, I just picture a bunch of like Bobs going, and everyone just panic selling their portfolio. But yeah, you broke below the 200-day SMA. You closed below it. Does it really matter? I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is because you did it right here, like we talked about, guys. We did it right here. And we instantly got back above it. So I don't think that's a huge... You can see this really hasn't been a huge support and resistance level. I just like to keep it because sort of, you know, a lot of people look at it. But you can see it really hasn't done much for you as support or resistance, right? Really. One day of resistance and then boom, up. So we'll see if that has any effect on you. We obviously... still at a decent level on the daily. I'm not too worried yet, right? So, still haven't made a technical lower low on the super zoomed in daily chart. Like I said, I don't consider this a low. I don't consider this a low. This is the macro low. All right, like I said, until we break this low, I'm not too bearish. I'm not too bearish, personally. See if Bitcoin move anything here. Trying to confirm that bounce on the 4 hour. Trying to confirm that daily 4 hour bullish divergence, guys. So we got higher lows, like I said, lower lows on the 4 hour. So let's see if we can confirm that bounce. We need one green candle to kind of confirm that bounce, right? And let's see if we can confirm the bounce off the bottom of the wedge. I'm telling you guys, the wedges haven't lied yet. So until we have one wedge that lies, bro, I'm not counting out the wedge. I'm not. The falling wedge has been the best, like the best bullish indicator that we've had on this run up. It's literally happened 5 times. And every time it breaks up. Not going to say it's going to happen again, right? Percentages show you that. I think the percentage of a breakout is like, it's a little bit, it's like maybe 60 something percent. So it's not like guaranteed, but I'm just basically going off the previous ones that we had. So right after 786, trying to bounce here, see if it's temporary. 4 hour bullish divergence. You could even argue that you have some possible daily bullish divergence here. You can see higher lows in the daily, lower highs, lower lows on the RSI there. So you could argue that too. So there is some possible bullish scenarios, though. You know, obviously we have to worry about this giant 4 hour wedge that we broke down from and confirmed as resistance. So a lot going on here. A lot going on here for BTC that we got to watch for, but a lot that could happen, right? Play sad violin. We could. Doo-doo-doo. Let me take a sip of water, guys. So the vocal cords don't go wrong, because as you guys know, in my spare time, I am a singer. I am a singer. You guys wish you could sing as good as me, but the bulls are just salty because they can't buy any XRP. Let's go, baby. They're just salty. Don't do it, said the green. Mute, here we go. He said mute. No, Dale's just Dale's trying to get Bob to come out. Dale's not a real a rare or a real bear. He's a troll. But he doesn't want anyone to tell me that, right? He's kind of doing his own thing. Oh, it's pumping. Everything's probably pumping right now. All right, let's do some of these super chats here. We'll jump into some altcoins as well. Let's see. We're gonna buy some more West Side. Ely Kid wants to do OMG. Let's check out OMG. I looked at OMG in a hot minute, man. A hot minute. OMG dumping. I'd probably look at, you know, assuming we continue a little bit further down, right here. I could see. Let me bring out the fibs here first, and then we'll kind of go from there. Nothing there. Let me try this fib. Try swing low to swing high. And for some reason I'm singing now as I talk. It's probably not a good sign. Yeah, the 0.5 fib. Kind of where I was going with it anyway. Previous low, previous high, previous high, previous high. That area makes the most sense. 454. Now, will these coins do what makes the most sense? Not always. Also, the 382 makes a lot of sense too. I look at these two levels as a pullback areas, like a significant pullback areas. All right, 489, 454. Previous high wick, previous high candle bodies, Fibonacci levels. Though, just like we saw with Bitcoin, that the bullish divergence could be there, right? Not really playing out just yet, but it could be there. Probably more so in the 4 hour. Just about on the 4 hour. You go a little bit lower, but you have lower lows on the 4 hour. higher lows in the 4 hour. So that could also play out too. That could also play out. So like I said, 489, 454 as potential pullback areas on the daily. Bring out also the EMA ribbon. Yeah, and that's like right at both of those areas too. So like I said, I like to hold the daily EMA ribbon as support on the move up. That kind of showing the 382 is probably more likely at 489. I don't want to break that. Doesn't mean you can't, but I like not to. So let's hope 489 holds for you as pullback area. Another kid said, become greedy when the market is fearful. Facts. Facts. When everyone's fearful, you become greedy. When everyone's greedy, you become fearful. I think more people, I still think, you know, yeah, on YouTube and on Twitter, it might seem people are super bullish, but I think the general public is still pretty bearish. A lot of the general public hasn't bought back in yet, clearly. I mean, if you just look at the Google Trends, you know, I don't think people have really come back yet. So, like I said, yeah, like us people who watch crypto content all the time are probably a little bit more bullish than the general public. The general public, I still think, is pretty bearish. And even the people on YouTube and on Twitter, I think, are slightly bearish right now, too. Check ETH Weekly, we did that. Monkey said, sorry, I was late. I was cleaning my pickle. Monkey, never tell me that again. I don't want to know if you're cleaning your pickle, man. Leave that somewhere else, dude. I love you, but you're only allowed to clean your banana, not your pickle. Is this real life? Yes, it is. Ryan said, close in 5 minutes. Will BTC close above the 200-day MA? My chart says 45,528. Well, we didn't do it. Doesn't look like we were going to do it. Like I said, I don't think it's a huge deal. We didn't do it here. We got right back above it. Right here, we smashed it, smashed it, smashed it, smashed it. Really isn't acting as any sort of support or resistance, really. It's just kind of there, you know. So, see what happens next. Bitcoin 44597. We're going to the crypto abyss, as Crypto Kirby would say. We're going to the crypto abyss. I feel like we're going to the crypto abyss every damn day. But I digress. Jordan, will you peel my banana? No. I will not peel anyone's banana. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Robert Harrell in the chat. Savvy called it. Savvy called it.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Keep saying that stuff, guys. Keep saying that stuff. The more bearish the sentiment is, the better, right? We don't want everyone being super bullish. Keep the bearish sentiment up. Play side violin. No, not yet. Not yet. We gotta break lows to play the sad violin. Not quite yet, my friend. Not quite yet. I'm not convinced. Not convinced just yet because I don't know. Just not convinced yet. Here we go. Java must be loaded. Let's go to zero, guys. Let's do it. Show Wyckoff accumulation versus distribution. I mean, the Wyckoff accumulation is still pretty legit. I think the bears are getting their sort of horses in a row a little bit too early here, as you would say. They're buying their cotton candy at the local fair a little bit too early here. Accumulation would mean that we would accumulate above the previous highs. So as long as we accumulate above 42.5, it still plays out exactly like the Wyckoff accumulation, right? It could still be distribution. I've seen the distribution chart of it doing this too, where and that's why I don't love the Wyckoff, man, because you could argue this is Wyckoff accumulation, and if you accumulate here, you could continue up. You could also argue that this is distribution, because there's a Wyckoff distribution too. There's a Wyckoff distribution for every freaking thing. That's why I hate it too. So you could argue this is, you know, the move before you start moving back down, where you have the distribution, right? You can argue either one. So it's sort of monotonous to look at that because you could argue either way. But it really comes down to is you break below, sort of your highs, which I think is down at like 40,000. It's not so much the 42.5 level; it's like the $40,000 area where you had your previous highs from back here. Or you come back up and you break your golden pocket. I think whichever one of these break first, whether we break 40,000 down here, or we break our golden pocket first, that's going to kind of set us up for maybe maybe our next sort of level. Where we break this. That's what we're kind of waiting for right now. And until we do one or the other, it's going to be both sides trying to fight that they're right, at the end of the day. Dead cat bounce song. It's the dead cat bounce song. Play crickets. There you go. And there's this too.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Facts. The Bank of Canada guy's never wrong, guys. Bear market confirmed. Bear market confirmed by Mr. Bank of Canada, man. Michael Norris, Jordan hates me, releases moderators, all for asking for TA on Yieldly. Yieldly?
Nope.
Guys, don't use the tactic in the chat with, oh, Jordan ignores me, or, oh, Jordan hates me, thinking that that's going to make me look at your damn coin. All that's going to do is make me not look at your damn coin. That strategy doesn't work here. That strategy doesn't work. Man, it's too funny. It's over, guys. It's over. All right, let's look at some alts. Let's do go down the list here. Chainlink. The Bank of Canada guy's not your match. So Chainlink, let's go sort of right here. So you got your high, and you came back down and tested it as of right now. So let's see if we hold that level. Let's bring out our fibs here. So based off our fibbies, the long-term fibbies, 2261, and let me also move this into our other fibbies. Let's go here to here. Let's see. So Chainlink, yeah, I'm seeing around like 2580. Makes the most sense, but you're right, kind of at that right now. So I think coming a little lower. I guess your 382 is like 2387. Not a lot of confluence as far as price action at that area. I guess there's some a little bit looking left a little bit more. So I'd probably watch for 2580, 2387, assuming that Bitcoin comes a little bit farther down at the current moment. But like we said for all the altcoins, guys, from bottom to top, I mean, we had a 126% move, right? So a pullback was necessary for all the bears, stating, oh, we're getting a pullback, like the dead cat bounce is over. I get the sentiment with the dead cat bounce. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing that because we're getting a pullback, that's because this is a dead cat bounce. That shouldn't be the reason why you think there's a dead cat bounce, right? That shouldn't be the reason. The reasoning should be, you hit a Fibonacci level and you're pulling back, right? Oh, more macro stuff. I got you. New Green Deal, I got you. Bitcoin dominance. We kind of didn't finish with the macro time frame stuff. Not macro time frame, but you get the point. Bitcoin dominance. Let's see. Come on, bro. What's going on? Come on, bro. Do I really get a refresh? All right. What's up, Drew? Thanks for hanging out, man. I know you're working right now, but you got the true grind watching the stream at the same time, man. All right, Bitcoin dominance. He broke it because he hates us. I'm trying for you, man. TradingView is your dick. So Bitcoin dominance is trying to get a reversal. I still don't think it's going to happen. It just makes sense to come back down to 39%. In my personal opinion, could it reverse here? I guess. I don't really see a reasoning for it to reverse here. See if there's anything back here. Not really, man. I think we're coming back down here. As long as we stay bullish, we're coming back down here. You can see it's very correlated though. Like Bitcoin's bearish the last few days, right? Bitcoin dominance rises. Bitcoin's bullish, it comes down. It's very, very correlated, right? Bitcoin's bearish, we rise, down. So let's see. We want this to continue down. As bullish crypto people, we want this Bitcoin dominance to continue to fall. Sounds counterintuitive, but that's kind of just how the way it works. So let's hope this continues down. Nothing I'm seeing based off support resistance that's telling me it should really bounce here, to be perfectly honest. You know, I guess you have a little high there, but there's really nothing there, man. Bitcoin, let's see, the S&P. So the S&P, we know that the DXY was pumping, but it's in a rising wedge. S&P made another all-time highs. 17th. Guess it had a bearish day today. Actually had a big dump down, which might be the reason why Bitcoin was bearish. But look at it, get bought right back up. So yeah, I had a bearish day, but this got bought right back up. Nice little buy wick there. So, do I think this is going to continue? No, I think probably why a big reason Bitcoin was struggling today, because the stock market was red. Right, very, very big correlation there. So if we see, you know, this get bought back up, this stock market continue up, most likely you're going to see Bitcoin continue up. It's kind of just the correlation there. So we'll see what happens there, but you know, maybe we get a little more dippage, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows with the stock market, guys? I mean, but we know the general trend, right? So I guess we can go with that. Bitcoin's still chilling at 44.9. And let's what else do we look at, guys? Bitcoin dominance, S&P. We got the total. Yeah, the total can give us any clues here. Total still looks good. Total still looks good. I like to hold this previous high over here. A couple levels I'm looking at for possible supports on the total. I think more people should be looking at the total, because I think it tells you a lot of the story before it even's going to happen sometimes. Right there. You can see where we're trying to bounce from right now. I'm not going to say it's going to hold or anything, but if you look right here, you're trying to bounce off this level right now. If you look left, it's because you have a local high back there, right? So that's kind of where you're struggling with right here. You broke it. Now you can try to confirm it as support. See if you bounce. If you break it, I think you're coming back down to test 1.7 trillion, which is our previous highs, right? 1, 2, 3 previous highs, which I think would be bullish if we came back down to 1.7 trillion. Right, that would probably correlate with Bitcoin dropping to, you know, about 42.5 probably. Maybe a little lower, but 1.72 trillion, you know, just to do something along the lines of, you know, something along the lines of this, right? And continue would make the most sense there for total, right? But who knows? It usually doesn't want to do what it wants to do, but sort of, so I'm looking at. What I'm looking at. So we'll look at that. Total 2 is probably the exact same, honestly. The total 2 market cap. Yeah, so you got rejected from this previous high back here. We were talking about how that was one of the last couple of resistances we had left. We had this high, and obviously we had our all-time high. We got rejected on that one, okay? So it looks like as of right now, we're trying to bounce off these previous highs. If we move this up, we're trying to bounce off this previous high that we had right there, right? That would be a bullish back test on the altcoins. We'll see if you bounce there. Like we said, if you bounce, could just be a continuation up, you know? Or I guess if you want to look at your next support levels for the total two, which is guess altcoins, by the way, guys. Just looking at some different levels, I think 964 makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so maybe you see something along the lines of coming back down here and continuing up. So we'll watch that as we go, but getting some nice pullbacks on a lot of these things right freaking now. Bitcoin, come on, man, do something. Rashad ate the crab cake. He's not coming back. Rashad was in here yesterday. Rashad was hanging out yesterday, guys. Philly said, Jordan hates me because I'm not very good looking. Philly, I love you, man. I love you. This is how I feel about Philly. Hold on. I love Philly. What? What do you mean, none? I don't know what this means, man. What is this, dude? My love. This is what pops up when I call Philly. I call Philly and I say, yo, what's up? And it's my love. Okay? This is what pops up on my phone when I call Philly. Philly, I love you, man. I love you. And Drew said, thank you, Jordan. Drew, I'll put you on my phone too, man. It's all love here. Okay? It's all love. The Crab King ain't coming back, Fashad. He's probably in here right now. He's probably lurking. He's probably lurking right now, as we know. Starbucks said Jordan hates me because I have a face that looks like Bob Jabba. You have a lovely face, Starbucks. Come on, man. You have a lovely freaking face, dude. All right, let's go look back at some of these. Dot. Now, everything's kind of going back up now. Everything's kind of making its way back up. Here we go. At least temporarily, right? It's a good sign. It's a good sign. Dot's coming up back up. 24.51 for Dot here. Now you got to get back over this Fibonacci level at the 382 fib. All right? Top to bottom. Got to get back over this 382 fib level, which you did once, came back down, got rejected. So that's at about 25.14. That's what watch out for Dot, but Dot's getting a little bit of a pump back here. XRP's trying to bounce off your previous highs. That's a very logical area for XRP to try to bounce from, right? Previous highs, 1, 2. Okay, pull back to that area, trying to bounce. It's also right at your 382 Fibonacci level as well. So makes a lot of sense for XRP to bounce at that level as well, guys. BNB. Check out BNB real quick. Oh yeah. BNB kind of chilling. You actually didn't even come back down to the 382 yet on that. Maybe a little bit lower on BNB, but you know, we're kind of just chilling as of right now. Still think it probably a little bit more of a correction is due, especially for this guy. But I look for some support at like 394. You're pretty close to that already. But I think that's the most logical level right now. Just kind of whipping through some of these guys because a lot of these altcoins are going to have the same charts. You know what I mean? Doge actually looks like it came back into the damn wedge. So we know it broke up from the wedge. Now it came back to the wedge. I was hearing Bob scream about this earlier. So Doge has come back into this freaking wedge. It broke up. Everyone was pumped. Came right back in. It's right at a fib level though. Look. So your previous highs came back down and trying to flip it as support. You also have bullish divergence on the 4 hour. You're going to see this from a lot of different coins, guys. You have higher lows and you have lower lows, right? So you have bullish div right at a fib level. Okay, if you look left, it is our 236 fib. Okay, a lot of confluence at that general area. Also the bottom of this wedge. So would be a level that makes sense to get a bounce from. Will we? I don't know, right? We'll have to wait and see what Bitcoin does at the end of the day. But yeah, makes sense to get a bounce there. And then let me actually get the shorter term fib going. Let's go top to on the top. Not really at a shorter term fib level necessarily. Not really at a shorter term fib level. Let's take this move. Still not. Still not. So yeah, right about this general range, guys, like 29.6, 29. Then you got like 27 approximately as pullback areas. You guys got your damn sticks? Bullish. I really like your show. Am I blocked in here? I don't know. I don't think you would be blocked. The only reason I would block you if you were saying some like crazy stuff. So I'm okay with trolls. I like the trolls in the chat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like, I like the trolls personally. So it would take a lot for me to like hide someone on the channel. It was either because you said something that you're not supposed to say, and YouTube in general, or something like that. All right? Johnny Bananas. I also been in timeout entire stream. Mod serious. Only because you maybe said something, dude. This ain't no bull market. This ain't no bull market, bro. This ain't no bull market. What? Even if it, and this is what I try to understand. Even if it wasn't a bull market, right? Even if it wasn't a bull market, if you knew you were going to get a dead cat bounce, and this is why I know the bears, like they try to act really smart and stuff, but I know they really don't know what they're talking about. Not that they're going to be wrong, right? Like, you guys can have your opinions. We could easily go back lower. But if you were really smart and you knew there was a dead cat bounce coming, which all the bears like to say, we knew this was coming, it would have been smart for you guys to buy down here, okay? Ride the wave up and then come back down. But the fact that the whole way up, all the bears were screaming, oh, dead cat bounce, dead cat bounce, dead cat bounce. Why wouldn't you have bought down here and at least rode the wave? There's some altcoins that did 3x's, 2x's during this time span. You could have made money on the way up, right? And I always like to have that argument that you could have made money on the way back up. But I guess it is what it is. It is what it friggin' is. I'll take my 2, 3x's to the bank. And I'll live with it, man. I'll live with it. I asked if anyone likes I asked if anyone likes Bat. I want pump music. Come on, man. And don't start saying I did do that. Don't start saying I did do that. You guys are playing some of this stuff. You guys are trying to come in here and say I did buy the bottom and sell right now. You sound like the guy that always tries to time the tops and times the bottoms. I'm calling you out on this one. All you guys saying I'm a bear and I did buy the bottom and I did sell right now. I'm gonna have to. I would normally say you're capping, but I'm gonna go with sort of. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. I'm gonna have to say you're Mr. Pinocchio on that one. Mr. Pinocchio. I did do that. I'm smart. Man. I love it, man. I love it. People love to like fluff up, like how smart they are. You know what I mean? I'm not very smart, guys. I'll be the first one to say I'm not very smart. All I do is buy the dips and hold. It doesn't really take a genius to do it. Literally, a little monkey could do what I do, right? Some people try to like time the tops and bottoms and say that they time every tops and bottoms, and it's like, no, you don't do. No, you don't. Like, come on, man. Seriously. All right, 4465 for BTC right now. It's Jordan rant time. It is Jordan rant time. No. AXS is dumping too. Yeah, dude. AXS has been in a crazy run. Literally a crazy run. Let's see. AXS. Monkey. There's Sunflower. But yeah, you look right here. AXS is dumping. Getting a little dumpy dump. You zoom out. Oh no, the sky is falling.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
When you look like this, it's scary. Holy moly, we're going to zero. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. And then you switch to the daily. It looks like something that happens every damn day. Man, you gotta love it, dude. You gotta love it, man. So zoomed in. Whoa! Holy moly! I've never seen a dip like this. This is a huge dip. Daily chart. Holy moly! All right, I'm done trolling the bears. I like trolling the guys. If you're a bear in the chat, I'm really just kidding with you. I hope you know that. I like trolling the bears. You guys can troll me in the chat. I will troll you right back, okay? And I'll troll you harder than you troll me. Tree City West. My nose, bro. Tree City West, my first super chat. Will you check out Terra Luna? Sure. Terra Luna. Holy moly. What's up, Steve? We're just kidding, bro. Like I said, like, a lot of people get like super flustered and get actually like mad at the chat. I'm just having a good time with you guys. I think it's fun, you know what I mean? It's fun to bicker back and forth, dude. It really is. We're bearish right now. We're bearish right now. 25-15 though. Yeah, this, I mean, I'm mostly playing the pump song for today. I mean, you had a really good day despite a red day overall. But Luna just keeps going, man. Luna gives no whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. You broke your previous high, so technically, if you kept going up, I don't know if you're gonna keep going up. You actually don't have bearish div, but you're getting a little bit overheated in the daily. Technically, if you're going to keep going up, your 1.618 extension is 34.13. So watch out for that as a potential, upside target for Terra Luna. All right, it's a good little, little level there. Seriously. How about Audius? Audius, you look at Audius real quick. I know a lot of people want to look at Audius because it's been pumping like a villain. Let's see, Audius. Yeah, massive. Obviously, the massive pump yesterday with the partnering with crap. Who was it? Oh, TikTok. They partnered with damn TikTok, so they got a massive pump. They pulled back. it was likely that this was going to pull back, right? I mean, you saw in 2 days, you had a 150% move to the upside. So it was highly, highly likely that you were going to get a pullback, right? You don't pump 150% in 2 days and not going to pull back. So you went up to like your 786, you pull it back to your 0.5. I would be surprised, you know, you probably need to pull back a little bit. You're at 85 on the RSI. So I'd probably just be careful if you're still going to FOMO into this one. Still a little bit hot, right? Still a little bit hot. But, you know, if you want to hold it long term, I guess it's not a bad time to buy. If you want to hold it short term, a little bit risky in my opinion. A little bit risky. BitBoss with the $1 super chat. What's up, BitBoss? Michelle said, looking to pick up some more Matic. What's your opinion on how low we'll dip to? Would love to get more at 125. Not sure will it get there. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Get my sunburn out of the way. Matic. I think a lot of the coins are at my 20% rule. I don't know if Matic's at my 20% rule yet. Let's get rid of this. Let's bring up our short-term fibs, top to bottom, or bottom to top. We're right at the 236. We went down about 14%. If I was to buy Matic, I'd probably scoop. I would probably start buying if I was you. Like, obviously not financial advice. You do what you want to do. I'd probably put a buy order in at like 120, right? The 382 fib, previous highs. Just obviously, if you buy it there, just be prepared for it to maybe go lower, right? I'd say in crypto, never buy it unless you're okay with it going a little bit lower, personally, right? It's kind of the rule of thumb I have, but, you know, 120, and then if it dips below that, you might be looking at like 108, possibly. But, yeah, you broke your 236 fib, probably go a little bit lower here, in my personal opinion. But if you're going to buy into it, probably DCA in, right? Maybe buy a little now, you know, buy some at the 382. If it goes lower, buy some at the 0.5. Golden pocket. It's always better to DCA and then buy all at once, in my personal opinion. Bitcoin's dumping.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero. Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
All right, guys, it's time to join the dark side. Nope, we're not doing this one. We're going with the cute ears, because I'm cute. I'm cute. If I was green, I would die. If I was cute, I would die. Eric said, I can't believe people think this is a crash. Did you jump in the markets yesterday? Eric, stop it with your logic, okay? Us bears can't deal with logic. We had a 60% move to the upside, and we can't handle a 10% dip. You have a 60% move in 3 weeks, and then a 10% dip. Oh, dead cat bounce! Dead cat bounce! Oh, what are you gonna do, man? So no, I guarantee you, 50% of the bears, right, are just acting like bears to try to change sentiment into bearish. Sometimes that's all it really comes down to. Okay. Why so cute? I'm just really cute. You know, I can't really explain how I'm so cute, but smash that like. Just joining you earlier. I think it's awesome that appreciate it, Steve. Thanks for the kind words, dude. Chug Instrumental Beats said, do you think Bitcoin will test 50K next week? Ah, man, 50K next week? Man, put me on the spot, man. I think Bitcoin will hit 50K. I don't know. I was under the assumption that, I don't know, man. It depends what the rest of this dip looks like. Like, if we come back down to 42.5, you know, we make our way back up, okay? Maybe it takes us more than a week to get back up to 50. I don't know. I don't like to do, like, time frame predictions. I don't like predictions in general, I think, because every prediction usually ends up being wrong. I just like to look at the charts that are here now look at potential upside, downside targets. The time frame to me doesn't really matter because I have a broader time scale than most people do. But you know, I guess it could hit 50K. It depends, right? Bitcoin could bounce right here for all we know, right? Bitcoin come down to 42. Then it might take you more than a week to get up here. Bitcoin can come back down to 37 potentially. Might take you more to get up here, you know? So it depends where Bitcoin bounces from to answer your question. And there's not really a definitive answer right now of where Bitcoin's going to bounce necessarily, I would have to say. So it's a waiting game right now. I'm going to continue this wedge out until it kind of nullifies itself here. Maybe we come back down to the 1, try to bounce from there. You know, kind of slither our way back down here. Maybe something like this. You know, maybe something like that. Who knows, man? I'm like 1 week and 1 month. They're prettier most of the time. BTC dumping.
Everybody panic. We're going to everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Sure, can you look at B Pro? You've been ignoring me for weeks. Alan, I am 100% ignoring you. Don't make me bring out Bob, Alan. B Pro. I feel like we looked at B Pro like a bunch of times. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but B Pro, you've been ignoring me for weeks. All right, B Pro. Let's see. You know, you're bouncing, trying to round out at a decent area. The problem with B Pro is right now is, you know, it's sort of hasn't really like got that second wave yet. You got a big pump right here. Actually, you did like a bit close to a 6x there. If I'm reading the charts correctly, like a 6x, and you didn't even get that big of a pullback, and you're actually staying slightly bullish here despite Bitcoin struggling, right? So I think B Pro, you're rounding out, dude. I think you could continue up potentially. I think what you're watching for is, depends how you want to draw this, but a break of this sort of neckline, you could have a nice cup and handle pattern. If you break that, obviously, a lot of it's going to depend on if Bitcoin stays bullish in the short term, right? So you round out, you break this red line of the neckline, could have a nice cup and handle that could push you up further potentially. But like I said, it depends of what Bitcoin does here over the next few days. That'll probably determine if this does break the pattern or if you get a little bit more of a pullback, right? Maybe back down to 0.79, 0.71, depending on, you know, how far actually Bitcoin goes back down. A lot of these altcoins right now, guys, you're waiting on what Bitcoin does here in the short term to really determine the direction. Now, some altcoins will kind of go through their own thing, but predicting which coins will do their own thing when Bitcoin's correcting is a losing game because you don't know which ones are going to do that. You know, you'll have the one-offs here and there that sort of do their own thing, but very, very rare. Very, very rare. Screenshot all the bears, and when it's all bullish, end the stream with those picks. Facts. We should do that, man. We should do that. That would be pretty funny. You could literally just you screenshot all the chat right now. Well, actually, I wouldn't even have to do that. I have all the chats from all the previous streams. So maybe one day, this is actually a good idea. One day, when Bitcoin makes all-time highs, I can go back into all the streams, get all the people that were bearish, right? And then go back into the stream the next day, wait till they're acting like a bull, right? And getting all pumped when we're pumping up. And then we'll have a grand reveal of all the fake bulls that were bears in the chat previously. That would be pretty wonderful. Now the bears can do that too, right? The bears can do that too. So if we go back lower, right, they can take screenshots and be like, I told you so. I told you so. So it works both ways. It works both ways. We'll see which side takes advantage here. A bear expose. Tanner Boss says, is XLM in biggest cup and handle on is XLM in biggest cup and handle of all time on the daily? Let's see. I wouldn't doubt it. That's something XLM would do. XLM is like a snail and then it goes ham. You know what I mean? Biggest cup and handle of all time? You're looking at this, aren't you? Hold on. Let me get a better chart here. Bless me, dude. Bless me. All right, XLM. Let's get a better chart for XLM. Let's go to Coinbase one. Coinbase. The biggest cup and handle in the history on the daily. Potentially. I think that's might be pulling straws a little bit. They might be potentially pulling some straws, man. You know, I get what you're saying, but I think you could argue this from a lot of different coins, right? Right, something like this, and you round out. Where's my daily EMA ribbon, dude? Come on, TradingView. Maybe. You could argue this for any coin, though. You know, that got rejected from the all-time highs and trying to round out. But I see what you're saying. It's a little bit of a reach, but it could definitely play out, man. That's a big gulp and handle. Let's see. Smash that like button, said Steve. Guys, smash that like button. You like never liked it before. Don't let me pull out the Instagram meme. Okay? Don't let me pull out the Instagram meme. Seriously. I don't want to have to say it. Okay? But I will. I will pull out the Instagram meme. He said, just joining you. Oh, thank you, man. Dusty Balls said, told you gold was a superior investment. Dusty Balls, you're always in the damn chat trolling, man. I love you. You're such a good troll. You know? You are one of the best trolls I have in my chat. Dale's a good troll, too. There's so many good trolls in here that I like. You know what I mean? There's so many good trolls. Britt said, Jordan, say bye, Felicia Bears. I'm not... Britt, don't get me to say something I don't want to say, man. QNT's going off. Tanner said, I don't know, Alan, $3 super chat, and Dusty Ball said, sell, sell, sell. Crypto Savvy was right. Crypto Savvy? Hold on. I gotta find something funny here. I gotta find something funny. What's a funny thing, dude? Hold on. The Crypto Savvy, man. I do have to admit, Crypto Savvy has a good let me see if this works. Hold up. Crypto Savvy. What the heck? Bro, I am sexy. Holy moly. Crypto Savvy has a really good marketing strategy, right? He acts like a super bear. Everyone talks about his Elliott wave theory. He gets free traffic because everyone talks about how much of a bear he is. Genius. Genius, if you ask me. Genius. Bro. I'm giving this I'm keeping this on, bro. You actually look better like that. It suits you. Oh man, that's funny, dude. Wow. Johnny Sins. This actually looks exactly like me. Heisenberg. Oh crap, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, my beard even looks better, man. Wow. That looks good. That looks real good. Johnny Sins. Put on a hat. So, we're gonna go over Elliott wave theory today. Elliott wave theory. So this is the end of B wave. Hold on. So we have the A wave, and we're trying to draw 3 lines here, and this is going to tell us the future of Bitcoin. Okay, 3 lines are going to tell us the future of Bitcoin. We have the A wave, okay, and then we have the B wave, and then the C wave. Well, not really. We have the 1 wave, the 2 wave, the end of 3 wave, and then we're going to go into the 4th bearish wave. That's going to push us all the way down to $10,000. Why? Because I drew 3 lines on the chart. 3 lines. Oh, man. That's funny. No, to be fair, I could just do this. 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave. Why can't I just do that? Elliott wave. You can draw any ways. You can do 1, 2, 3. You can do 1, 2, 3. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, not gonna say it's wrong, but that's what it is. All right, there we go. Thank you, thank you. The hat keeps flashing us. No, but certainly a possibility, guys. In all seriousness, you know, this could be a dead cat bounce. In all seriousness, I like to poke fun with the bears. They get super salty. They get super salty, and I like being bald too. I actually look weird, weirdly like my dad. Holy crap! Like my dad's bald, and I look exactly like my dad. This is actually really creepy. This is really freaking creepy. I should probably take this off right now. Holy moly. Like, this is, wow. I look good. I gotta show my dad this. Holy crap, I look exactly like him. I look good. Holy moly. Freaking go. Breaking Bad. Jordan's mooning. You need a leather jacket? I do. Send an image to your dad. All right. What do you guys think? All right, we gotta do a poll. What do you gotta do a poll? Should I go bald? Should I go bald? Should I go bald in the chat? Yes or no? In the total. Let me know the poll in the chat. Should I go bald? I think I look friggin' good. Man. You do look dumb anymore? What, I looked dumb before? You trying to say I look dumb, man? You trying to say I look dumb? Alright. Let's see. We're kind of looking at here. Still just waiting on Bitcoin to make a move. Are any altcoins doing stuff, guys? Is Solana making any moves here? Let's check on Solana. Solana at 62.5. Not really doing much right now. Vin Diesel with the beard. What's going on, guys? It's Vin Diesel. Back with another crappy movie. It's Vin Diesel. Trying to be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger with another really crappy action movie. Crap. All right, I'm having too much fun with this. I'm having way too much fun with this. Wow. I have no hair. The Chrome Dome. Check Audius. We already checked Audius. Audience is doing pretty well. This is probably, to be honest, this is what I'm probably gonna look like in a year if I have to keep dealing with the Bears, man. I'm probably gonna look like this anyways. That's your new beer ears, said Dusty. Gregsy said, can you check HMA indicator and put the input to 104? Shows that when Bitcoin falls below, bear market starts. Currently coming up the test. Sure, man. There's a lot of indicators you can look at like that. Let's see, the HMA indicator. Oh, that's the whole moving average, right? Oh. Yeah, yo, new people are coming in like, yo, did you shave your head? Yo, people actually think this looks good. Everyone's like, bro, what happened to Jordan's head? Michelle, I am bald now, yes. I am truly bald now. There's nothing else can deny my baldness. And I did shave my head on stream. You know, it was the 50K bald stream, right? When we hit 50K subs, I had to go bald. So here we are. Here we are. All right, the HMA indicator. Let's see. I know someone was looking at this. Who was looking at this? Someone was looking at this. Let me make it bigger. You guys can see that, right? I'm just kidding. The 104, the 2 years, the weekly, and the 104. Interesting. Make it a little bigger so you guys can see it here. There we go. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, it's just Solana. I was like, dude, why isn't that working? BTC. The whole indicator. Okay, we're coming up to it. Currently at like 50,000. Let's go back test it. Let's go back test it. Here's my brush tool. So right here, we came back up. We got slightly over it. Got rejected, though. I mean, right here, we got slightly over it. So I guess you can maybe argue it still worked, whatever. Let's go to a better one here. Let's go to Bitcoin on Bitstamp. Got back over it, got rejected. I guess you can argue got rejected. Yeah, you're coming up to it now. It's not a perfect indicator. Right? Definitely not perfect, but you can argue it's pretty good. Aaron said he looks sexy now, no joking. Hey, what's going on? This is what I look like if I was bald, guys. I actually look exactly like my dad. It's actually really creepy. And I'm going to keep it like this, though. You know? So, yeah. You look sexy now. Holy jeez. You look so cute bald. I think I'm going to divorce my wife and stalk you. Crypto King, don't do that, man. Don't do that, please. 1, don't divorce your wife. 2, don't stalk me, dude. Taking Junk said, can you please look at BPro? Yeah, we literally just looked at BPro. We literally just looked at BPro. Like, talking 5 minutes ago. Unless you came in recently. I'll do it real quick, man, but we literally just looked at it. It's not going to waste everyone's time. Could have a possible cup and handle, right? But it depends on what Bitcoin's going to do, obviously. Right? So, you get an initial rejection on it. So we'll see if we can round back out. and sort of kind of continue up, right? But no, on the daily, might have some sort of cup and handle action. You just got to break this resistance though, like this red line coming down. That's really that. I'm not gonna, we literally just looked at it though. Who is the bald guy? Wife changing hairstyle. We go in bearish, she's bald. This, I tell you guys, this is what I'm gonna look like in a year anyway. Having to deal with the bears in the chat every day. Gonna make me lose all my hair. You know? All my hair. It's alright. Once we break all-time highs again, all the bears will be gone. You won't hear a peep. As soon as we break 65K, you won't hear a peep from the bears. They'll be gone. They'll be gone. Gone like the wind. Bullseye. You know why? Because they'll be bulls then. They'll unzip their suits, zoot, and they will panic buy, aka FOMO, back in at a higher prices. And if we go back down, what will the bears do? The ones that are shouting for 30K right now, they won't buy at 30K. And then they'll be shouting for 20K. Even if we went to 20K, they won't buy at 20K. They'll be too scared. And they'll shout for 10K. They won't buy at 10K. They'll be too scared. So at the end of the day, really the bulls are the only ones that win because the bears are always too scared to buy. At the end of the day, the true bears, not the fake ones, right? The fake ones don't count. I'm talking about the true bears. They're always scared to buy at the end of the day, right? I'm calling you guys out. You look like Johnny Skins. I do like Johnny Skins. I do. Vin Diesel. You guys just love my head right now. I think this is a... We might just keep it like this. I'm going to keep it like this the rest of the stream. I'm kind of digging it, actually. Kind of digging it. Alright, anyways. Check out a few more alts. Doge. We looked at Doge already. We looked at Sol. Matic. ETH Classic is dumping a little bit. Let's check out the levels on ETH Classic. Let me get rid of this. And go from bottom to top. Looks like we're right at, if I can draw this correctly, that'd be nice. You guys like, Jordan, draw your lines correctly. You're bald. You should be smart. You know, the 382 fib, you broke that. So I think logically the 0.5 is up next. You know, just based off that. Yeah, around the 0.5. I'd probably be looking for like 57 bucks approximately. Then you have your golden pocket down here at like 53 if you really start getting a dump, right? If you really start getting a dump. I can see my reflection. Oh, man. See my reflection. But yeah, that's what we're probably looking at for ETC. VeChain, dude, all the charts look the exact same. VeChain, let's take our short-term fibs. Let's take swing low to swing high. You know, the 382 fibs coming up. It's like 11 cents. 0.5 fib. It's right around the same, 10 cents. And then the 0.618 9 cents. So you're looking at like every cent decibel. Right? I think the most logical ones, though, are the 382 at 11. And then also the a lot of confluence at that 382 fib level. Because that's also your the 236 from this swing high to this swing low. So I'd probably look for like 11 cents for VeChain for a bounce. And then if you drop below that, probably your 618 at like 8.9. Golden pocket. Previous resistance. Theta broke down from this wedge. So typically a target of a rising wedge would be the bottom touch at 554. Put the channel on 15-minute BTC. We can do that. Yeah, but Theta 553 is your target down here. The 15-minute BTC. Falling channel, 15-minute. Let's see. Falling channel on the 15-minute. A little bit of a falling channel, yeah. See if you didn't request test the top yet. Trying to see if you actually have like a. Could you argue a wedge? Could you argue a 15-minute wedge here? Good. Could argue a wedge. You could argue a channel too. I kind of like this little wedge though. Like a wedge inside of a wedge. Come on, man. Give me the wedge inside of a wedge. Come on, BTC. Break up from this wedge, then you break up from the bigger wedge. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so the poll said, should I be go bald? 69% yes. 69 might be a good reason to go bald. 31% no. So we are looking like we're going bald, fellas. Look like we're going bald. Look like we're going bald. The wedgeception. Ada, please. Hassan wants Ada. Hassan, I got you, man. Ada's right at our first. We broke the 236, but we are holding our previous highs right here on the daily. Right there. Looks like we're holding that as of now. We break that. The 382 is up next. Next previous highs and also the 382 fib. So watch obviously 189, 176. Those are our first levels that we're watching here for Cardano. Here in the short term, okay? Here in the short term. So, watch out for that. Patrick said you're grasping for straws. Not really grasping for straws. You could argue the bears are grasping for straws. You know? Because we're in an uptrend right now. So I think you could argue that the bears are grasping for straws at the current moment. With an 8% dip for BTC. An 8% dip. You know? Maybe I am grasping for straws. Who knows? They're pretty good straws, though. And they're straws that I think will work out. So maybe I am grasping for straws. Okay? Shane said my kid just asked me what 69 was. Thanks, Jordan. Sorry, Shane. Sorry, Shane. If I got you in trouble, I apologize. Damn. I'm bald, guys. I can't deal with the bears in the chat anymore. My hair just fell out because I'm so stressed out every day coming on to stream and the bears just harassing me. So I just went bald because my hair was falling out anyways. You know, the stress has gotten to me. It really has. It really friggin' has. Your new name is Johnny Sins. But the filter like the basketball dude, an afro. Let me actually save this one. Let's see. We can do that. We can hang out. Bitcoin's not really doing much at the current moment. Afro. See if there's any good ones here. What's this one like? I don't really. This one's kind of freaking me out. I don't really like this one. What the heck is this, dude? Bro, these are horrible. Who made these? Who made these, bro? Those are horrible. Oh, man. Johnny Sins. Full flag. All right, we got left. Down. All right, come on, BTC. We got two wedges here. I'm grasping for straws at the moment. I'm always grasping for straws here. You know what I mean? What do I think is the next pump up? It depends what we do here. If we break up from this wedge, I think we could retest the bigger wedge. And if we break that, you know, we could be going back up. If we don't, if we get rejected by either of these wedges and we break this support down here, we break this blue level support. You know, we already broke down, or we broke down from this bigger wedge, but I think a retest of this channel support coming up, right? Could make some sense. We come back down to 43.3, break that. We have 42.5 as our rock solid support, hopefully. That's what we're waiting for at the current moment. What will Bitcoin do in the short term? That's what the whole market's kind of waiting for right now, you know? So I guess it's important to just keep our heads here, because if everything's going to dip, we might as well watch Bitcoin, you know? My new name is Johnny. Bald, you getting more tall? Bald, you're getting more tail? You know what I could do? I've been thinking about just like getting like a, so I usually get a buzz cut on the sides. I've been thinking about just doing buzz cut the whole thing, right? Yeah, you know, my hairline's not the greatest, but that's what I used to do. And, you know, guess we won't comment on that, but, you know, had a little more time for the ladies back then. Jordan, nice haircut. What happened to Java? Opened a hair salon? Yeah, he did. He did. Oh, I'm blurry. I'm blurry, boys. I'm blurry. That's not good. That is not good at all. Let's see where we are with likes, guys. We better be at 1,000. We better be at 1,000 for the ball, Jordan. Come on. 84? Come on, guys. We can do better than that. We are true Vikings in the chat, okay? We are true Viking soldiers in the chat. Let's get up over 1,000 likes. Don't make me bust out the Instagram meme. I really don't want to do it. I don't want to do it to you guys, okay? But we got to hit it. We got to hit it. Let's see what we're looking at right now. You gotta hit it, boys. That holy moly. Holy moly. All the bears, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. I just put in a short. I just put in a short. Actually, let's go to my room. We're going to go to my room real quick. Hold up. I just put in a short. What? I just got liquidated already. It was red. The candle was red. I just got liquidated. Just like that, 2 seconds I got liquidated. What the? But Carl the Moon told me to trade the breakout. Carl the Moon told me to trade the breakout on the wedge. Carl. Come on, Carl. Carl, don't tell me to trade the breakout. You're supposed to tell me to wait for the retest. I got liquidated because I listened to Carl. Come on, man. I'm already in the gutter. I'm already in debt. I already owe Jordan like $100 for my shorts. I owe my mom $100. I owe TJ Maxx a shirt. And now I'm liquidated again. Java.
Let's jump into the Bitcoin shard.
Shit. Jabba just got liquidated, guys. Jabba just got liquidated because he traded the breakout on the fake out wedge. Oh man. Guys, that's too good. Gotta wait for the confirmation of the back test. Jabba doesn't like to wait for the confirmation. So he put his stop loss right above the wedge, thinking that was a good idea, and he got wrecked. You know, he got wrecked. Fix your wedge. I fixed my wedgie. I gotta do it by the wicks, and I fixed the little wedge there, and the other wedge didn't break yet, so we're still good. We're still good. Getting that little liquidity there, as at the current moment. Nice little liquidity grab for BTC. Did you need an edible? No, I did not. I did not do that. Jabba got liquidated, man. Carlos said, just explain to my brother who Jabba was. He was laughing so hard, man. Jabba the Short is someone that shorts the best performing asset in history. He thinks it's a good idea to constantly do it, and it's a losing battle for him. Like it is for most people that constantly short Bitcoin in the best performing asset of all time. But will people ever learn? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. They won't do it. They won't do it. All right, Bitcoin getting a nice bounce right now at the current moment. Let's see if it lasts. Very, very small candle. But as we know, we get pumped over small candles. And we make fun of bears for the small red candles. We're kind of hypocrites, but hey, that's what bulls are. We're hypocrites. Why do you think we're in crypto? Because we're weird and we're hypocrites. You know what I mean? I love crying Jabba. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. The moon, you lied. Carl. That's why you don't listen to Carl. Just kidding. Carl has good breakout trades. I'm just kidding with Carl the Moon too, guys. If I ever talk about other YouTubers, it's totally in a joking and kidding manner. Okay? If Jabba ever talks about it, if Bob ever talks about it, it's totally in a joking manner. Hey, it's free advertisement for their channel. So there you go. 44,730 right now for BT Sizzle. Getting a nice little pump right now. See if it lasts though. The dead cat market. Alexander said this is looking very bearish. Bearish. The sentiment in crypto switches so fast, dude. So fast. Watch tomorrow. If we're at 40, we get it back up to like 46K tomorrow. Everyone's gonna be like Lambo Moon. If we're at 44,000 tomorrow, bearish. It all depends on what the current daily candle is. If the current daily candle is green, everyone's bullish. If the current daily candle is red, everyone's bearish. That's just kind of how the crypto market works, you know. Poor Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. BTC best performing asset of all time. Stop tripping. The moon lied. The fear and greed index. I think it's at. I think it's still at greed. Greed. I would be surprised if it's at 69. You know what I mean? Did Jordan not celebrate hitting 50K? I did. I shaved my head for 50K. Right? I'll do it again real quick. Hold on. I taped it back on. Let me go shave my head again real quick, guys. Someone didn't believe me. All right, hold on. There we go. Hold on. I just took it off again. Here we go. Happy 50K subs. Happy 50K subscribers, everyone. I have shaven my head for 50K subscribers. Hope you all enjoy. Thank you guys for the continued support, and you know, I will continue to do my best to provide the best value. And this is for you guys, right? The bald head. This is for you. He said Viking horn. He said Viking horn, dude. That wasn't a Viking horn. That was supposed to be me shaving my head. Your clippers sound sick. Someone said that was the worst buzzer sound he's ever heard. That's too funny, man. That's too funny. Ugh, man. Let's see. Anything going on, guys? Anything? Is any coin having any action right now, or are we just in the twilight zone? Is any coin having action right now, or are we in the twilight zone? Let me know. I think we're kind of in the twilight zone right now. ETH is 29.83. So altcoins looking like they're still kind of going down. Kind of. Bitcoin's kind of in the twilight zone right now. Pump music. Spartak said, dude looks like Voldemort. They do kind of look like Voldemort. Oh, QNT? QNT, I got you. Chave, I got you for QNT, man. Viking horn Polish. QNT, I got you. Holy moly! I'll play some pump music for that. That looks so good, Paul. Oh yeah. Really pulled back. We're already pulled back, but I'll play it for you guys. Yeah, you're all the way up to like 188 and pull back, man. That's pretty funny. Let's see what you wicked up to on this guy. On this little fizzly guy. Let's see. You didn't wake up to your highs. Not quite up to your highs. Way up to like 187. And you pull back. Very, very interesting. I mean, you had a massive pump there. The last couple of days, you went up. Let's see. Jordan's hair is bullish. You went up, I guess not that much, 22% today, right? 22%, around 22% today. That's nuts. So I'm not surprised you got to blow off top. I mean, you went up 22% a day. Most coins have a pullback after that, you know? But very, very nice stuff on QNT. Very, very nice stuff. Obviously, you got to break 191.5 to sort of break your all-time highs. If you break that, I guess we can look at some of our, you know, longer-term fib extensions for our sort of next levels. 222 is your 1.618 fib extension if you do continue up for quant. But that's some good stuff. Some really good stuff. Congrats to all the quanters out there. Come on, BTC. Break the damn wedge. Okay? Break the damn wedge. Break the damn freaking wedge. Let's see. Do. Did I sell my BTC at a loss or to buy SHIB?
Nope. 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 Nope.
Ecoms, don't tell them to ever do such a thing.
Nope.
In degree candles, don't tell them.
Nope.
Dale, thank you.
Nope.
One thing I agree with that Dale said today.
Nope.
Please don't do that. Drew, I'm looking at you like this right now. Right? You don't mess with Heisenberg and shit is Shiba, okay? You don't do it. Let's see. ADA, please. I meant tiny falling wedge at tip 15-minute BTC. I don't really know, man. I don't see anything else that could be anything like that. You know? To be honest. Polka dots. We had Hassan who wanted polka dot. Let's see polka dot for my guy. We have dot here. Yep, we do. So dot. Let's bring up our short-term fibs. Hey, Drew, what's going on, dude? Thanks for hanging out while working. Like, that's some serious dedication to crypto, man. You have it on in the background. Not gonna say I didn't do that when I was, you know, in the office. Not gonna say I didn't do that either. I got in trouble a few times for doing that. All right. So DOT, if you're just looking at basic support resistance, you know, you have a couple highs at your 382 fib. I think 21 bucks seems like a logical area if you were to continue down. The problem is, like, I'm just looking at the Bitcoin chart right now, and I'm seeing two falling wedges, and they don't have to play out, right? But if chances are you got two falling wedges, okay, I don't know, man. I think you at least break out of the smaller one. Maybe come up and retest your 0.5 fib at like 46,000, which could pull up the altcoins too. So it's tough to give you altcoin predictions because, you know, it really depends on what BTC does here short term. You know what I mean? So I could see BTC doing something like this, honestly, right? Where it breaks up from this wedge, comes up, maybe comes up like this, retests the 0.5 fib, and then comes back down, and then sort of, I don't know, then kind of figures out what it wants to do from there. But I could see something along the lines of this playing out. Like breaks out of the small wedge, stays in the regular wedge, comes down, and then figures out if it wants to break down lower or bounce again. Kind of scenario I'm looking at. Which for DOT would mean that, you know, probably a move back up here, maybe make all-time or higher highs again, and then pull back, right? It kind of depends on what BTC does here short term, to be honest, which I'm sure you guys know at this point. So not like it's a common not knowing something, you know. This chat is 75% trolls now. Good night. A lot of trolls in here. A lot of trolls. BTC chart on Binance. Wouldn't it be relatively the same thing? You know? Guess I can look it up real quick. The BTC chart on Binance. Looking at this one on the 15-minute chart. And you see a small rise falling wedge. I'm still seeing the same thing. I'm not really sure. To be fair, I'm not really sure what you're talking about, man. Like, I'm trying to find it like a smaller rising wedge here, or a falling wedge here. I'm just not seeing it. I'm only seeing this other one, you know? So, yeah, man. That's all I can really comment on there. All right. Let's see if Bitcoin can get back over this fib level here at 786 and break it up, you know? Yeah, not all trolls in here. So, Waterfly was like, it's all trolls in here right now. I'm out. What happened to his face? All right, 44.8 for BTC. I kind of want to watch it break this wedge. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are doubting my wedgie right now. And if you want to doubt Jordan's wedgie, you doubt Jordan's wedgie. The wedgie, okay? The wedgie have played out every time. Now, does it always come up and test the target? No. But every wedge that we've had on the way up has at least broken to the upside. At least. Right? Not going to say that the trend is going to continue necessarily, but, you know, we shall find out very, very shortly here. Hopefully on stream. So you can at least play the pump song before we go, you know? Sol is up 5% in 5 minutes. Oh yeah, Sol's getting a little pumpy on the 15-minute. Little pumpy on the 15-minute from Mr. Sol. It has a good Sol has such a good soul, guys. Like, you really can't even argue that. The Sol, looking at this downwards resistance, we break that for Sol, probably be looking pretty good. Probably also would correlate with Bitcoin breaking out of its wedgie. You know? There comes Bitcoin, 44,863. We're getting up there, boys. We're getting up there. Might have broken a little bit of a downtrend here too. I heard if Bitcoin hits 50K this week, Jordan is going to start training strongman. Facts. Let's friggin' go. We need Bob to make fun of Jordan's TA. Let's go visit Bob. Bob can commentate for a second. Let's go visit Bob. You guys listen to this guy? You guys actually listen to this guy? Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. That's friggin' ridiculous. It's friggin' ridiculous. Bitcoin is clearly broken down from a big rising wedge, and he's talking about two smaller wedges. Who is this guy? Zoom out, Jordan. Zoom out. You never zoom out. You're always looking at the 15-minute and the 1 hour. Like, zoom out, dude. You broke down from a big rising wedge, and you want to act like you're bullish right now. Friggin' delusional. He's so friggin' delusional. We're clearly in a bear market, except for Shiba and Doge. Shiba and Doge are going to the moon according to Final Stand. Final Stand knows all, guys. Final Stand knows all. He makes content about Dogecoin every day. How he does it, I don't know. But Doge and Shiba in a bull market, everything else is in a bear market. Stop listening to Jordan. He has no idea what he's talking about. Okay? No idea. But we're clearly bearish. And he needs to stop looking at the 15-minute chart. It's friggin' ridiculous, man. Friggin' ridiculous.
Bobby, it's time for dinner.
No! I told you, Mom, I'm not eating with you and Ken. Why is Ken over, too? I thought you guys were divorced. This is friggin' ridiculous.
Bobby, it's time for dinner.
Mom, I just said I'm drinking Mountain Dew for dinner. Okay, I have 2 Mountain Dews here. That'll suffice. That'll suffice. Okay? Trying to watch Jordan stream and troll. Jeez. Freaking ridiculous.
Let's jump into the Bitcoin shards.
I love Bob. I think he's my favorite brother. You know? Let's see Bald Bob. I don't think I can do Bald Bob, you know? I don't think I can do Bald Bob. I don't think I have anything that can do that. That'd be that would be funny though. Unless I truly go bald, I don't think we can see a bald Bob. Unfortunately, his shirt looks like it's still on the hanger. Oh man, that's good. That's good. This is a crypto soap opera show. Very true, Mike. Very true. All right, guys. Bitcoin's kind of chilling out. I'm gonna get off. We've been live for almost 3 hours now. We're chilling. Bitcoin chilling. I'm looking at this wedgie. We'll see if this wedgie gets up as soon as I get off stream. Usually what happens, we start pumping off stream. Watch this small wedgie. Break out the small wedgie. We'll test the top of the big wedgie. Or we'll come up into the golden pocket and get rejected. Obviously, if we break down from both, right, we're looking at this rising channel support somewhere around, 43.3. If we break that, we got 42.5, the level that everyone is talking about. All right, so I'll leave you guys at that. Thank you guys for being awesome as always. You guys are the best. Glad you guys can hang out with me and just hang out. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, Cub Scouts. All right. See ya.